I am fascinated by this idea of healthy habit setting or making. And, there's actually a lot of research in the realm of people forming healthy habits and how this happens. And Gretchen Rubin is an author who wrote The Happiness Project, Happiness at Home. Her most recent book is called Better Than Before. And she has done a lot of research on how do people make habits and how do they keep them, or how do they break unhealthy habits. The reason this is so important is every time we decide to do something healthy or to change something we're doing, we are accessing a part of our brain, the prefrontal cortex, the higher reasoning, and we only have so much prefrontal cortex available to us. What that means is that early in the morning, I decide I'm going to eat healthy, I'm going to make healthy decisions. That works out for us well, but as time goes on, especially when we work in the veterinary industry, we're making difficult decisions all day long. So we come to the end of our day and suddenly we're not making healthy decisions anymore because we've depleted our decision-making capability. So we reach for the fast food instead of the healthy option. We don't go to bed early when we had wanted to before, or we decide not to exercise, we lose our willpower. All of those things contribute to unhealthy habits. And so the idea is that when we make habits in our life, because they're habits, you don't even have to think about doing it. So a self-care goal, i.e. sleeping 7 hours a day, just becomes integrated into your day because it becomes a habit, or exercising every day, or meditating every day. And you no longer have to use your higher reasoning to choose to do that because it's already set in stone. So how do we set healthy habits? Well, lots of different ways. One way is to schedule it. Okay, for a lot of us, holding ourselves accountable to a schedule is a very powerful tool. If I have it in my schedule that I'm taking a yoga class at 5, I go to the yoga class at 5, or I go to the boot camp class, in the morning, or whatever it might be. Accountability is another big thing for people. Having a person who is meeting you at the gym at 5 o'clock to exercise, or who you're taking your cooking class with, or you have coffee with to have your social well-being, or whatever you're looking after, whatever the goal is, but having somebody to hold you accountable, that's a huge piece as well. Another piece is convenience. So sometimes we choose these self-care goals that are very intricate, and we have to drive across the city to do it, and it takes all this time and energy and money. It's never going to happen. Okay, making it as convenient as possible. If you want to work out somewhere close to home so that you don't have to commute. It doesn't have to dig into your family time. Those types of things. With regards to breaking unhealthy habits, the opposite has the same effect. So inconvenience. Okay, so if you're trying to eat less junk food, make accessibility to junk food inconvenient. Get it out of the house, right? That's just one example. There's a lot of different ways that we can break unhealthy habits. I always prefer to frame things in the positive. So I would rather than I'm not going to do that, I am going to choose to do this. And so committing to those healthy habits is sometimes the best way to break some of our unhealthy habits.